and welcome to our 2013 Springwood Elementary Open House. We're excited that all of you chose to come out with us tonight to receive information. I am Dr. Christopher Small, proud principal of Springwood Elementary, and this is our assistant principal, Ms. Tina Austin. You should have been escorted down to your class, your child's homeroom class. At this point in time, we are going to share some information regarding changes that have occurred this year. First and foremost, our school-wide theme this year is Expect the Best and Nothing Less. The legacy continues. So we're excited about not only expecting the best, but making sure that we continue the legacy to make sure that we provide the best possible environments for our students to be successful.
Thank you, Dr. Small. And the first thing I want to talk to parents about is the agenda book. It is our way of communicating with you. So parents of children in grades 2 through 5, you should have received an agenda book that looks like this. And like I said, it's our way of communicating. The students write their homework down in here, and the teachers write you notes in here. So please be sure that if you have not done so already, that you look at this. And in the front of this agenda book, it is chock full of information, useful information for you. It has all of our policies and all of our rules in here. So please make sure that you go over this with your child. Also in here is our dress code, and that has changed this year. So parents, I wanted you to be aware that the dress code has changed a little bit, and we are very strict on what our students should and should not wear. So I'm sure they've come home and told you all of the changes that we've made, but I wanted to make sure that you knew where it was coming from. So if you have any questions about that, it is in here, and feel free to call us or email us if you do have questions about that.
Parent involvement is another big piece that we've been looking at differently this year. A few things have changed in terms of updates and taking some of your concerns into consideration and wanting to make sure that we provide as many avenues as possible to ensure that you have the updated information. One of those things that will be taking place this year that you should have already seen is our new Springwood Elementary take-home folders. Your child should be taking this home every single Friday. It's not necessarily a homework folder. It's not a folder for graded papers, but more so for us to communicate with you what's going on campus. And so every Friday you'll have one of these that'll come home. We'll have our What's the Hoot, which is our student-friendly, parent-friendly newsletter. I know last year we had a lot of flyers that were coming home on different sheets of paper, so we've condensed that into one single flyer that has everything that's coming up for the upcoming week. We will also receive anything that may need to be signed and returned will come home in this folder. Inside this folder also is some student tracking information. We want to make sure that our students are being held accountable and parents are aware of what we're doing during the school day. And so there's a tracking sheet for Success Maker, which is their reading and math program during the day, as well as Accelerated Reader, which is our reading tracking system. So students will be able to record how they're doing each month and bring that information home to you. There's also some useful information at the bottom and on the back regarding bullying to ensure that you have the most up-to-date information on protecting your child against bullying. The second piece that I wanted to make mention of is our volunteer mission this year. It is called Mission 3000. You should have gotten one of these during orientation. If not, we have them in the front office. But what we're asking for is for every single parent to volunteer at least 1 hour of time for the entire school year to devote to assisting on campus. And once you've completed that 1 hour, your picture and your child's picture will be posted in our guidance hallway on our mission board. And then as an additional incentive for parents, a $100 cash prize will be awarded at the end of the year from the drawing that we'll do for every parent that actually did their 1 hour. So get signed up and get involved. Finally, our new Reminder 101. Take your phones out right now. Take it out. I know it's probably in your purse, on your pocket, on your hip. Take out your smartphone, open up the text messaging feature, and I need you to text this number. It's 786-766-7524. Again, teachers, you may need to help some of our parents. It is 786-766-7524. In that text message, I need you to type the @ sign. So find that on your keypad, the @ sign. SWES Parent. That's at SWES Parent. It stands for Springwood Elementary School Parent. Again, text that to this number. It's going to send you a reply message and ask you to send in your name. If you'll do that, we would greatly appreciate it. Again, this is one of our new features this year, but with all the things that are taking place in the community, in different states and in different school systems, with things taking place on campus and emergency consequences or emergency actions needing to be taken, we want to make sure that our parents have the most up-to-date information. So we'll be using that feature to send out messages regarding upcoming events as well as emergency situations that may come up. It is completely confidential. It does not give any of us access to your cell phone number, but it goes through a computer system that allows us to send out alerts as needed to our parents. Also, if you're interested in getting involved in SAC or PTO, We'll be kicking off our SAC and PTO meetings next month. Those are the first Tuesday of each month. We would love to have you involved in our PTO or our SAC committee.
Discipline plan is located in the handy dandy agenda book, so parents, please make sure that you go over that. We also sent home a copy of the discipline plan to all of the students so that the parents could read over it, go over it with their child and sign it and send that back. But a hard copy is in here for you to keep. For parents of students in grades K and 1, we are making copies of the information that is in the front with our policies and procedures, and that will be coming home sometime next week. Hopefully it'll be in that Friday folder that you just saw. So parents, we want you to be aware of our discipline plan, and we want you to know that we have high expectations for our Springwood Owl. I also wanted to talk to you about attendance. We need our boys and girls here every single day. We can't do our job if they're not here. And so attendance is very important. In order for our school grade to move up, we want to make sure that we take care of the first part, which is attendance. And part of that, parents, we need your child here every day. But part of that is also we need them here on time. We need them in the classroom and ready to learn at 8:30. So at 8:30, please make sure that you're getting them here in enough time so that at 8:30 they are ready to learn.
And if they come early, this year we also have a no charge policy on our lunch and breakfast. So if they get here before 8:30, we serve every single Springwood Owl a free breakfast. If you want to have breakfast with your child, you're able to do that for a small fee. But all of our kids are able to eat free breakfast and free lunch this year. So if they come a little bit before 8:30, they're allowed to eat a free breakfast in our cafeteria. Tying into that is our new grading policy. You should all be receiving our promotion brochure for your particular grade level. I actually have a kindergarten one in front of me, but teachers will be passing these out this evening. We did have a few changes with our grading policy that were district changes. The major change that took place is the below level course code. So if you have a child that is reading or doing math below grade level, wanting to make sure that those kids had a true depiction of how they were doing on the report cards is kind of the direction that the district is moving in. And so what we're doing as a school is having a supplemental report for those students that are doing below grade level work or are taking intervention classes. We'll have a additional progress alert that'll come home with those students, but on their report card we're no longer allowed to give the some progress, good progress, or no progress course codes. So if they're not performing on grade level, those course codes will no longer be used. We'll also have a letter that's going out this evening as well that kind of outlines our game plan for our below level course codes and how we're going to address our below level students with the reading and math interventions.
I also wanted to talk a little bit about school safety, and really this is just a reminder to parents that supervision at Springwood starts at 7:45. So please do not allow your child to come to school before that time or to get out of your car before 7:45. We do not have personnel that's here before 7:45, and we want to make sure that we prevent any accidents from happening. So please make sure that you support us with that and not drop off your child or allow your child to walk to school and get here before 7:45. But we do have a before school program. It is a fee-based program, so if you are interested in that, we can get you information about that tonight, or you can stop by the office and pick up one of the EDEP packets, and it has all of the information on the payments and the dates and the things that they do. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the FERPA form that went home during the first week of school. The FERPA stands for the Family Educational and Privacy Act. It was a letter that looked like this. It went home during the first week of school, and some of you filled it out and sent it back. But I want to make sure that parents are clear on what they are signing. So if you do fill out this FERPA form and send it back, what that means is that you do not want your child's name or picture to be included on any publications associated with Springwood Elementary School. So that would mean your child's picture could not be in the yearbook. We wouldn't be able to recognize them in our school publications. We would not be able to recognize them if we advertised our school-wide recognition in the local newspaper, and we wouldn't even be able to put their name in there. So please make sure that if you, we are sending these back for the people that did fill them out, because we had quite a few that were returned. So if you do in fact want to your child not to be included in the yearbook or have their name included in any of our publications, please go ahead and send this back for us. But we just wanted you to be clear on what you were signing. Thank you.
No, that's a lot of changes, a lot of information. We are going to turn it back over to our classroom teachers in just a moment. But just as a final closing remark, reading is going to be a big push this year. We want to make sure that all of our students are reading as much as possible. So please continue to support us in terms of reading. Reading is going to be the key in any subject, whether it's reading in math, reading in science, or reading in social studies. We're wanting all of our students to be able to read on grade level. So promoting fun reading as well as promoting that reading that's going to challenge them to read just a little bit higher level books is going to be a key to our success this year. But thank you all for coming out tonight. We'll have refreshments for you in about 30 minutes in the cafeteria. But have a great night and thank you for coming.
Have a great night, parents. Thank you.